Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and start off by telling you that I have a new channel, Clean Living Mastery. I'm going to put a link in the description below, so if you haven't yet subscribed to that, I'm going to have a lot more content coming up on that channel as well. This is my mom, Kathy Udy. I'm Dan Udy, and today we're going to be making some of the most delicious raw vegan cheese that either of us have ever had. And we use the term raw loosely because there are a couple ingredients, I'm just going to put it out there, that are not 100% raw. And again, absolutely amazing sliceable cashew cheese. Very close to like a cheddar, I would say.
Yes, it's got a lot of flavor. I don't know what I would call it. Cheddar, I guess.
It's similar to a cheddar, but without like the animal cruelty, the heart disease, cancer, diabetes, weight gain, obesity, you know, all those things.
All those fun things.
So let's get rocking. First,
we're going to use the Vitamix.
This is one of three. Between Mom and I, we've got three of these things. If you don't have one yet, you probably want to invest into this. If for no other reason, just to drink a daily smoothie. But they come in extremely handy for making these. Mom has this smaller pitcher, which was an additional investment that she has not regretted at all.
No, I use it exclusively pretty much now instead of the big one because I make small batches of cheese.
And I'll just show you compared, for stuff like this, it's perfect. But compared to the bigger one right here, it is substantially smaller. But it's just so much easier for cheeses that are small batch cheeses. So. Anyway, and it's in that same lovely red that we love so much. All right, so what are we going to put in first, Mom?
We're going to put 1 cup of cashews.
These are activated cashews, meaning we soaked them for, I believe, 8 hours. Every time I soak a nut or a seed, I look it up and say, how long do we need to soak these for? But that helps these become a lot more digestible.
And then we have a 1/3 cup of water.
Okay.
5 tablespoons of lemon juice, freshly squeezed.
All right. So we're
going to do our best on this.
Yeah, we're going to do our best is right. Now, normally I can get just over a tablespoon per half, meaning about 2 per lemon. But these are kind of small lemons. They're also not organic, which I normally get organic. So this is barely 1 tablespoon. I would actually say not quite a full tablespoon. Fortunately, this is actually a little bit more than a full.
Perfect.
So we're halfway there, a little bit less than halfway there. And normally I have an abundance of lemons at my house, but I made this massive bowl of fruit salad for a celebration of life that we're going to tomorrow with 2 pineapples, a cantaloupe, a golden honeydew, a watermelon. And I put lemon juice with some cayenne pepper, some agave, and it is so good. But anyway, I used up more lemons than I would have wanted to. So Mom and I are going to improvise.
We have this organic.
It's better. It's, you know, it's dead.
It's organic.
It's dead.
It's dead.
So
apparently,
don't do this if you're
flavor.
hardcore raw. Don't do this. It's terrible. Okay.
Okay.
Next.
Then we need 2 tablespoons of coconut oil.
2 tablespoons of coconut oil. And if you're anti-oil or salt, you can just leave these out completely, or you can substitute them with your favorite sprouted raw vegan nut butter or anything else that would, you know, simulate what this coconut oil is going to do. You could use coconut cream. You could make your own with just coconut meat. I mean, there's a lot of different options here, but we are going to use actual. I'm sure this is cold press.
Yes.
Raw coconut oil. Just because something is organic and raw and everything else does not necessarily mean it's good. But in this cheese, this surely creams it up a lot more than would have otherwise. Normally too, if we're going to be doing dry ingredients with the tablespoon, I like to do those first before the oils or liquids, just because, you know, it's kind of messy otherwise. But
you have to clean this.
Yeah. All right. Next.
Okay, then we need 1/4 cup of tahini.
This also might be a bit messy. This is a raw sesame tahini, but I made this myself actually. So after this jar was empty, I cleaned it. Mom had a whole bunch of
sesame seeds,
raw organic sesame seeds.
I still do.
I sprouted them so they're activated, and then I made it into this tahini with, guess what? a Vitamix. Very good. So another reason why you need one. So we're going to go ahead and...
Vitamix has been a part of our lives for about 8 years now, or 9.
And it's just a high-speed blender. I guess it's like calling a tissue a Kleenex. I mean, there's so many other really, really awesome high-speed blenders to choose from. Matter of fact, if I had it to do over, we're not sponsored by Vitamix, so I can say this, unlike some other RawVegan folks online. Blendtec's another one, but there's actually, and I don't know any names, you got to go to John with Discount Juicers. That dude is amazing. I think it's OK Raw is his channel. His content is incredible. He reviews like every single like juicer, a high-speed blender. He does vacuum blending though now, and I think that's what I would do. Had I to do it over, and I'll probably invest into one soon. So 1/4 cup of tahini, and you don't have to do raw tahini, but of course, anytime you can do a raw ingredient over a non-raw, why not? Next.
Next is 2½ teaspoons of salt. Now, the first time we tasted this recipe, we thought we had overdone it on the salt a bit.
Yep, we sure did.
But after it had time to blend the flavors and whatnot in the fridge, it was perfect. So
and
could you
again,
please put another ½ a teaspoon?
I'll put 2/4. How about that? 2/4 equals a ½. Yeah, I think we could go with less salt. Mom doesn't. The thing is, we're not going to eat a lot of this cheese in one setting. So even though that does appear to be a lot of salt, 2½ teaspoons of salt, if you just do a little bit of the cheese, it's not that much. And you can leave it out, but I promise you it'll taste disgusting. Next.
1/4 teaspoon of paprika.
A 1/4 teaspoon. I don't think I got that one out.
Right
oh, there
here.
it is. Okay, good. Okay. So we're going to use smoked paprika, which, yeah. So 1/4.
You like smoked paprika?
Yeah, it's better. It's not raw, but it's, I just said if you can use a raw ingredient, why would you not? But
now use a slight 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper.
1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Mom says slight because she would just assume go a little bit less than 1/8, which we will do.
That's a lot more than I put in there last time. Okay.
So this might actually taste better.
A tablespoon of Dijon mustard.
A tablespoon.
And I went a little heavy on the tablespoon of Dijon, and I'm glad I did. Because,
you say tablespoon?
Yes, it's very tasty in the cheese. I can taste it.
Dijon mustard is incredible. I use it in a lot of marinades. I love the flavor of Dijon. Matter of fact, I've got some mushrooms marinating right now with a little bit of this, a little Worcestershire coconut and liquid aminos, and yeah, pop those puppies in the dehydrator for a couple hours, and oh my goodness. This is a heaping tablespoon of organic Dijon mustard. Next.
A 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast.
Okay, 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast.
Now we need to clean that 1/4 cup, I think.
Yeah, we probably don't, or we probably should, but I'm not going to. Okay, 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. And I should have cleaned that. Mom was right. Now it's caked. Oh well. Next.
A teaspoon of garlic powder.
And this is raw, organic garlic powder, but it's from India. So
I got it for you, right?
you did. Thank you. But it's
you never opened it before?
Not yet, because I had other garlic powder. Matter of fact, I still do. But I just said, like, if you can use a raw ingredient, why not? So
What's the problem with it being from India?
Because
you're not sure what it...
Yeah, I don't necessarily trust things coming in
teaspoon.
Probably should trust it more than I do things made in America, but whatever. That's a whole nother video. 1 teaspoon. And Mom, didn't you say you kind of like a heaping teaspoon on this one? We both love garlic.
Yes,
so I'm going to go a little heavy-handed on that one. Okay.
Okay.
Next.
That's it for the cheese base.
What about the carrot?
Oh yeah, the carrot. I forgot that.
That's like real food.
½ a raw carrot.
½ of a raw, organic, medium-sized carrot. Mom thinks it's just for the color. I agree, but anytime you can sneak some real food in, why not? So there we go.
All right.
Next.
Now, that's it for the base of the cheese.
Okay.
However, we do have over here 1 cup of water, and which we're going to put a tablespoon of this agar powder in. Agar powder, must be powder, not flakes. And we put a tablespoon of that whisk it into the water and boil it for 1 minute on the stovetop.
Okay.
And then we'll add it to the cheese base, which will already be mixed up and ready to roll.
Okay.
And then quickly we'll pour it into the mold because it starts to set immediately upon adding the agar mixture.
All right, let's get rocking.
All right.
Anytime it gets to that point, you want to grab your pusher and start pushing it down. Alright, as we said before, once we got that mixed up, now we've got the water boiling. Is 1 cup of water, and we're going to mix in 1 tablespoon of the agar powder. I'm just showing off my fancy stove. As a raw vegan, it's kind of weird that we have like this, whatever, $15,000 stovetop oven thing, but if Angela, my wife, and the kids ever decide to go fully raw, then we can remove this entire thing and put in a giant dehydrator. So wouldn't that be cool? But anyway, Mom mixed in the agar powder and we got that thing boiling. We boiled it for 1 minute, and now we're going to dump it boiling hot right into and onto the rest of the ingredients, which I kind of wondered, like, you see the steam pouring out. I'm thinking, is it still raw when you dump boiling hot water on top of the ingredient? I don't know. I don't think it cooks it, but as you can see, we had to use the pusher as well. And then, as Mom said, you got to get this thing poured into the mold pretty quickly because it will start setting up rather fast. And I don't know how it worked out to be like the exact size that we needed it, but yeah, Mom's got several molds, and it was time to drink my lemon ginger blast. The moment of truth is here. We're going to be doing a taste test for the cheese. Just pulled it out of the refrigerator. It's been in there for a few hours. I sliced it in half, and then I sliced it up even more into these little pieces here with the Cutco cheese knife. The mushrooms that were in the dehydrator, they started out looking like this, and now they look like this. Delicious. So we can have these as well. We've got crackers. We got raw vegan crackers. We got non-raw vegan crackers. There's 4 different types. We have wheat thins. We have Triscuits. We have 2 different types of wheat thins. And then we have a mini saltine. And this is my giant, delicious batch of fruit salad that I made earlier as well. That said, we have quite a few people taste testing for the video today. This is my father, Doug Udy. You guys know Mom, Kathy Udy. This is my one and only son so far, Warren Udy.
You want more?
Just a few more.
How dare you?
This is one of Warren's best friends, Adam Simmons. This is one of Marilyn's best friends, Sophia Galarza. And this is my oldest daughter, Marilyn. And this is my wife, Angela Udy. And then this is our youngest daughter. I don't know if she can see you because I think it cuts off like right at Sophia. Anyway, she's obviously 2 and very much 2. So we'll start off with the old man. This is sun-dried tomato, and that's regular wheat thin. Yep. And then we'll get you a piece of cheese here.
Oh, fancy.
Half of one of these. Okay. All right. So there is.
I hear the crunch of the wheat.
I like it.
Oh, good.
Very good.
I love it.
Do you want to try one,
Very good.
Adam? Go ahead and grab a cracker. Grab a cracker first, and then pick a piece of cheese on there, and give it a try.
Good.
Is it good? Mm-hmm. All right. Very cool.
I'm just gonna say this. It's cheesy.
Is it cheese? It's cheesy. Well, good. It is cheese.
Okay, Sophia, your turn. You're up.
Have fun. Good.
You got her. No.
It's good.
You like it?
It's really good.
Okay, Marilyn, you're up. She's just breaking it up.
That's good. Really good.
Angela, get over here.
Excuse me, buddy. Let me grab one of these.
Evelyn wants.
What kind is it?
I was gonna eat that.
What kind of cheese is it?
It's sliceable cashew cheese.
Yeah, that's as fancy as the name of the guy.
Resembles cheddar.
There's so many people here.
A smoky flavor.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
It's really good.
Smoky, huh?
Like a Gouda smoke on
It does have the smoked paprika.
Uh-huh.
That might be it. You want one of these? Yum. You want some cheese on there? Here you go. Want some cheese? There you go. Try a bite. Mmm. Try a bite of cheese.
Chris got a little.
Mmm. 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 Very good.
Really tasty.
Adam just said it has a little tang to it.
Has a little zip. Yeah.
Oh, well, it has a little tang because it's got some lemon juice in it. And very tasty, though.
That's making me thirsty right now.
Let me get the let me grab a mushroom.
Would you put a mushroom on mine?
Yeah. I could definitely make a meal on that. Both of these raw vegan crackers are available on our channel.
Recipe.
The recipes,
They're good.
they're really good.
Wait, let me try it. Good. Good.
I think the cheese is a hit.
Yeah, the cheese is definitely a hit.
Successful.
Marilyn went from
Try one.
half a
Try
piece
one.
to go into a whole piece. Oh, no, she broke it in half for use on 2 crackers. That's all right. I'm talking about your cracker and cheese.
You can have one. You can have that. Have one. Yum. Yeah, try a bite. Try a bite.
How long do you leave it on?
Till we finish eating the cheese.
Well, this is mom's half, so. All right, we have a very special surprise.
Whoops, sorry.
Very special surprise for you guys. We're going to be introducing something interesting and new to the channel. So we're going to first chop this pineapple up. Okay.
Are they?
All right, now that that's all chopped up, this is a food processor attachment for the Vitamix. If you've watched any of our other content, you've probably seen this thing before. We love it. It's a great addition to, you can't get this with every Vitamix, but with this particular model, you can. We're just gonna pulse it. Yeah, you can. Say when.
I do a little longer pulses. You just see a couple big chunks. That look good to you?
I'm not watching.
I think so.
Okay. We can do a little bit more. It's
Doesn't look like it's that
not liquefied, that's for sure.
much. How much is it?
We'll see. All right. So now that we've got that all done, I'm going to get a spatula and get this off of here. So 1 pineapple, and we have 2 containers. We can't tell you where they're from or what they do because it comes in next video, but we're preparing for something very, very special. Again, make sure you subscribe and you'll get to find out what. That's it for the video today. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. Again, that pineapple is game-changing, exciting news, but stay tuned. We'll probably be publishing that content either tomorrow or the next day. And also, one last reminder, don't forget to subscribe to our new channel, Clean Living Mastery. There's already a bunch of content on there, and I'm going to be publishing a lot more content more regularly on that channel. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. Don't forget to like the video and comment.